The superfan who inspired our favorite ride this season is...
I'm Jim. I'm 58 years old. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm a custom van upfitter. And now I'm here, and I'm gonna build a Hot Wheels. Doesn't get any better than that.
Jim, what is the name of your build?
We're gonna call this build Power Charged. So the game plan is to get the highest wheelie we can get.
Right.
We want this car to go. I'm thinking at about this angle.
Okay.
Jim's design is bonkers. It's all about the highest wheelie we can get. We're gonna have to build some serious framework in the back for this engine and these wheelie bars, man. It's just me taking a lot of torque through there.
We'll run some structure within the structure to reinforce it. This way, when it comes down, because it's gonna come down hard, it won't snap in half. We need this thing to be a wheelie machine, and we need it to stay 12 o'clock.
If the wheelie isn't huge, we might as well go home now.
This is probably one of the most important parts of this car right now is getting this motor out. There you go. To make this car pop a wheel, we got to take all the weight out of the front of the car.
We're going up high speed.
We got to transfer that weight from the front to the back.
All right, we're clear. We're gonna come forward nice and slow. Just keep it from rocking.
That's how you take a motor out.
What's going on, everybody?
What are we doing, man? We got lunch dates or something?
Hey, Jim, this is what a winter looks like.
What's up, my brother?
How you doing?
I told the guys I pushed him to make a 6-foot wheelie.
You're talking about 6 foot of clearance between the front end and the ground.
Yes.
Doing this wheelie is mega. We've got to try and move this whole car, and it's a lot to move. You're standing that whole car up, so we just need to make sure it's the strongest it can be.
Jim's car looks like it's going to be really cool, but if it doesn't wheelie, it's not spectacular. I mean, they're putting all their eggs in that basket, so I really hope it delivers.
I feel a little bit bad that I'm pushing him as hard as I am. It is a competition, and I would love to win the competition.
Good luck.
Cheers, man.
All right, back to work.
Ready?
Give the command, brother.
Let's go.
Boy, this is the moment I've been waiting for back here.
So over in the blue garage, they're about to attach their wheelie bar.
Down a little bit. Okay, eyes.
Normally, you'll see a wheelie bar on a high horsepower drag car. High horsepower drag cars often find themselves pointing at the sky. So they put wheelie bars on them to stop them from doing that.
1, 2,
3. It's there, man.
We got us a wheelie bar.
What if when they go to wheelie it, it looks like Vin Diesel's car in the first Fast and Furious because it's just torquing that frame so much?
It could have a nice, cool look to it, but it could also tip over the car.
Right.
What do you think, Jim?
I think we got a problem.
You don't like it?
I don't got a problem here. How are we getting the motor in?
Wait, what?
Jim Skillet, man, how are we going to get the engine crane in through here? We're not going to be able to do it.
So this thing has to come out?
We're gonna have to cut it off.
We're going to have to cut this back off. We're taking it off, all right?
We don't have time, man.
Oh, guys.
Jim, we've got a big problem. We can't get the engine crane in with this on. We're going to have to cut this back off.
Blue Garage is having a massive issue. You know that huge wheelie bar they were working on? Well, it turns out they really attached it well. So well, they in fact now can't get to the trunk to try and put the engine in the back.
Better get the grinder. Yo, Jim!
Got a little gift for you.
Just rip the Band-Aid off. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. The Hemi engine is the most powerful, most beautiful looking motor Chrysler's ever made. That is insane. My dad would be so excited to see this. We always talked about putting a Hemi inside the Charger. We just couldn't find one, and we definitely couldn't afford one.
Yeah, that'll do, man.
I can't believe this motor's fitting in this good.
Well, we've not got it fitted in yet.
No, I don't want to jinx it, you're right, yeah. Last time I celebrated, look what happened, we had to cut it off.
Jim, how you doing, man?
I gotta tell you, these seats are beautiful, man. I just can't wait to sit in them, man. I want to be comfortable when I'm looking at the sky, you know what I mean?
Jim's a great guy, and funnily enough, my dad is called Jim. My old man owns a garage, but we were always heavily involved in drag racing, and that was when it really started to kick in for me, being into cars. With my old man, it was no choice to grow up in the workshop, and then I'd go in, you just find loads of stuff to do. They'll take old cars apart. That's where we're very similar, I think.
I could see he kind of still got that little spark when he talks about his dad, and I feel the same way, man. It's putting a bond with us that's really, really nice right now.
So what did your old man do then?
He built custom cars in the 50s, but when he got married to my mom and had a family, he really stopped working on cars because he concentrated on the family.
Yeah. Did you have clubs and stuff then around where you were?
My dad always had the club. The name of the club was Let the Good Time Roll Cruises.
Let the Good Time Roll.
And my mom and dad started that in the late 50s.
That is awesome. Hearing Jim talk about his family's car club has really inspired me. I think it would be a lovely touch to try and feature the name of that in the building. I think we can make some sort of wing spats on the side, some wing spats that would go up,
has that look.
up through here. Cool,
I think that's it.
I could knock us up a front splitter. It needs to look good. Let's keep it simple and let's keep it cool.
Oh boy.
What's going on?
It's the judges.
Talk to us about the inspiration you took from Bad to the Blade.
That Hot Wheels, it was complete opposite design of what we have. It was just all sharp edges. But one thing I did notice is that there was almost like these wings that covered right before the rear tires. So what we thought we'd do is we would use them to our advantage to put them on the side of the car. We went with subtle touches.
Talk to me about the elements you're incorporating from the Hot Wheels Bad to the Blade vehicle on the front of this car.
The design of the 69 Charger, to me, it is iconic, and I didn't want to touch the front end of the car. So if you're looking at it from the front, it's basically going to look like a stock original 69 Charger.
I'm still waiting to see more of that Hot Wheels element here in the front.
Just putting the pressure on me.
That's what this competition is all about.
I don't think that the judge is that impressed how I incorporated design from the Bad to the Blades into our car. But I'm telling you, I know this is going to pull together once we get there. We're just not there yet. You guys will not be disappointed.
Hello, guys.
What's up? What's up?
Oh, judges!
How are you gonna make it wheel it?
Check out this right here.
Whoa.
My friend, this is Hot Wheels.
All right.
So we don't just want to make a wheelie, we want to hold the wheelie.
Okay.
So we got hydraulics over here, and when we hit the magic button, 2 rams will lift it right up until the sky shall hold. Hydraulic rams take fluid that's pressurized to exert force. That ram will take all the weight of the car back onto the tires, and before you know it, the car will start lifting up. Very confident that these hydraulics are going to work. Feel it pretty good.
Running out of time. I have to see if the wheelie works. We got to test now. All right, man, I'm going down. Whoa.
No. Up.
I see the car going up crooked, and I'm terrified. And just stop, because I don't want it to tip over.
That was nuts. What's wrong with it?
What is the problem?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Winning this competition is all about that wheelie. So somehow we're gonna have to make it right for Jim. Right, we need to go. The wheelie is everything in this.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this remote. Hang on. In my mind, it's more important that it does the wheelie.
We don't have time for this.
That's where I want to put the focus. Looks like we got a little bit of air in the lines. We're gonna have to bleed it. Focus, Chris. Come on. Okay, let's bolt the wheelie bar on.
This is going to be tight up this ramp.
Yeah, so the first panel goes in all the way first.
I got you, man.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
It's in.
3.
Come on.
2.
Go. Get the pods clean.
1. That's it.
That's it.
Well, Jim, let's look at the car that you and your team created.
I waited 40 years. I'm going to see it all yellow, man. Excitement level is beyond the highs it's going to go. This is it. That is insane.
How's it going, Jim? How are you?
There you are.
What's up? How awesome is that?
Bring it in.
You loving that?
Come on, take that in.
Yeah, take it in, man.
Oh, take it in. This is what we've been waiting for, baby.
That means everything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yellow's back. Better than ever.
Jim, tell us about this incredible creation.
Here we have a beautiful 69 Charger of my youth. Hot Wheels was in my mind when I designed it. Big motors, big tires, crazy paint, and love. Those are all the things I have in my design. Yeah, I've always wanted to pop a wheelie, and back in the day, I never had enough power to do it. And my dad would actually stand out in the street, and he kind of would lie to me, man. He said, I think I seen the tire go up. I seen the tire go. It never went up, man. And then we took this beautiful Hemi engine and put it in the back of the car.
Listen, it's been 40 years in the making.
I know.
Are you ready to see your Charger do a wheelie?
I am more than ready at this point.
Blue Garage, let it rip. Go, baby, go! cool is this?
Amazing.
It's been a 40-year journey, and I finally got to see that wheelie. As the car went up, perfect.
Jim, what's on the bottom?
You guys put that on? That's my mom and dad's car club. They started that in 1959. And when they died, they left it to us. And now it's on the car.
Your story was so good, Jim. We had to get it in the build.
Thank you, guys.
I can't believe they did that. It's unbelievable. I know he's looking down on me, but if my dad was here today, he'd be smiling from ear to ear.
It's beautiful, man. When it rose up and did its wheelie, come on, man. It was absolutely monumental.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you.
When you guys started this build, told us your ideas, I thought to myself, you guys are insane. And I still think you're insane. Yeah. Absolutely love the paint. Absolutely love the motor. I wish that you guys did a little more work with the Bad to the Blade inspiration. I wish you would have just made these side splitters, that front chin splitter, just a little more crazy. But overall execution, I think you guys killed it.
Well, Jim, you're getting a lot of love, and you should, you deserve it. But there are some issues that I'm seeing with this car right now. Obviously, you came in with an iconic vehicle, so you have these great character lines, but the silhouette is still largely unchanged.
The team spent a lot of time on the back half of the car. It was a risk. I know it's bothering the judges. We should have put more into the front of the car.
But Jim's goal was to wheelie. Did it wheelie? Absolutely. I am so impressed that y'all got that to work. I think the little stuff to me is really what makes it special. Man, seeing your family's car club underneath, making sure that you had a second seat to make Pops proud is, man, that's so special. Who's cutting onions? Was that you? Sorry, I got 3 kids. I cry a lot.
I never had a really good relationship with my dad. And when I see the emotion, the joy in honoring him in this way, this is what the whole Hot Wheels tradition is all about. It's bringing families together.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Blue Garage, you did it. Congratulations. All that hard work paid off. The super fan who inspired our favorite ride this week is Jim. Congratulations. Yes, yes, Jim. Yes, Jim. Yes, Jim.
Congrats, Jim. Congrats.
Good job.
Jim won because the car did a wheelie. That is so cool, so unique, and so original. They completely reimagined what that car would look like.
I feel amazing that I won this thing. I just feel honored to be given this opportunity to build Hot Wheels, and it means everything to me.
I'm Arushi. I'm from Houston, Texas. I grew up in India. I was born and raised in Rajasthan, and I'm very proud of my Indianness.
Arushi, you're gonna be with the Blue Garage.
Woo! Woo!
What's the name of your build?
The Jaipur Jewel.
Oh, all right.
I love that.
Jaipur is also known as the Pink City in India. I grew up there, and so I want to bring inspiration from my roots. We are going to go long. This is really small, and I'm from Texas, and everything is big in Texas.
It should be really cool once we stretch it. Chop the baby off, extend.
Yes.
We've got a van in our parts. So what we could do is we could cut the rear section off and literally put it onto the back of your little bus. We could keep the other axle, so we'd have 6 wheels.
That's a great idea. Let's get a van. Let's get the van. So my goal here is to extend the van. I definitely want it to look sporty. I know my son Veer would love it. Yo, what?
Check that.
Arushi 6 Wheels is not new for Hot Wheels with models like the 6-shooter, but I love her Indian Hot Wheels fusion.
It should come out easy.
Should.
My word today is should.
The Mardi Suzuki van, for a lot of people, is not the coolest car in the world. But I'm gonna tell you all a secret. I have one of those at home. I love them. Now, mine's a little bit different. Of course, mine's like painted crazy. It's got cool wheels on it. I love all vans. They're people movers. It's a party on wheels.
So you're a big van guy.
Big little van guy.
Hello.
Hello.
Garage.
So am I understanding this correctly that you guys are going to take parts of this one and attach it to your original Mardi?
Yes.
But the plan is to use this whole rear section on the back of that van to make sort of like a 6-wheeled Super Mardi.
Oh, nice.
Wow. But this is a Suzuki Carry, this is a Maruti. Are they exactly the same, or?
The whole shape's different, so
Everything's different.
Right on track.
and we're going to have to modify the sides, the top, the bottom.
So they cut the back of the van off, and they're chopping the back off of another van and welding it to the back of her van, but it's 4 inches wider, 4 inches taller. It's a bit concerning, but I also appreciate the commitment. Arushi wants to win.
Get back to work, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Keep it going.
Thank you.
Back it back up, Sam. Gotta go that way.
Let's talk about the blue garage. They chopped off the rear of the car, but that parts van is actually taller and wider than the original.
It looks a lot wider than
Yeah, slightly.
what I'd have thought it was.
Just a little.
Any way you cut it, Arushi's team is up against it. And to make the different lines of these different vans work, I'm nervous for them.
Is that on there?
A little bit more.
Get in there. We spent all this time cutting the van in half, and the thing falls off. We needed to get some weld on this ASAP.
Honestly, if that hit the floor, it would have been game over for this build. Are we lined up on that side or no?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We got the rear section welded on Arushi's van, but now we have a gap the size of the Grand Canyon in between the two. So now we need to graft box flares on this car and hide the gap that we created by adding the piece.
Box flares work best on a car that's a little more boxy to start with. They're really trying to change the shape. It's also gonna hide the difference in the body lines of the newer van on the back. That's huge.
Welcome to my boutique. I want to show you one of the panels I'm working on, and then I have a lot of panels to complete. Time is of the essence. I want to pull from the textiles of India and make it a really, really cozy space.
Her interior is very loud and vibrant, but what I want to see is her taking the passion she has for that interior and bringing those colors to the outside of this build.
I'm gonna show you right now something. I'm just taking like all kinds of colors right now.
I love the thought of mandala. That's very core to our culture.
The mandala is very Indian, which I have all over my house. I'm gonna make it spin. Ready? That's gonna be so cool.
I love it. I definitely want our roots reflected through this beautiful mandala.
Yes. I wanted to put the mandalas in the middle of the van, turn it into a Hot Wheel.
I really want the spinning mandala to pop out because it gives something extra to the car. It also brings out a very important piece of the culture. This van has been a very important part of my life when my dad was driving it because, you know, he was such a ball of energy and joyous. And I just want to like capture that energy with...
You say he was.
Yes, he was.
He passed.
Yes, when I was...
I'm so sorry.
And that's all right. When I was 14.
How old were you? Oh, you were 14. My dad passed when I was 10, so I understand.
Yeah, it's just, oh.
Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? I mean, I like to listen about it. Aww.
Yeah, it's just hard, you know.
What's your dad's name?
His name was Anshu.
So we should think about his name while we do this.
Yeah.
Anshu, this is for you. I'm gonna give me a hug.
So obviously at the moment we've got a really long bus. That's kind of like a long bus that's had the roof chopped off.
If we cut the roof off, it would mimic this car. So we're getting 2 out of 1.
What do you think?
Getting the roof off is not going with the process that I came in with. But to win this competition, I need to soak in what the judges just shared.
Go for it.
1, 2, 3. Chutney! Let's go.
Hey, Blue Garage, what's up? Your van got so big.
Can you believe it?
It looks like you're making so much progress. Why not have a little twist, shake it up a bit?
That one has no roof.
Right.
So if we cut the roof.
So, you know, when you cut the roof, are y'all worried at all about what that means for the interior?
Over here, got some amazing fabrics and like really jazz it up with some colors.
I love that. And so you are responsible wholly for the interior then?
Yes.
Okay, very cool.
There's a lot of pressure on you
If there's no top of the van, the interiors are going to be even more exposed. And I was doing that project, and now it is going to be kind of centerpiece. I am very worried.
The blue garage.
It's inherently not the coolest car on the road, but what she's doing to emulate the silhouette of the Diora 2 is taking it to a whole new level.
Right, that's sexy.
This is meant to be Hot Wheels on the outside and a tribute to her Indian culture on the inside. And I really hope they can pull it off.
Oh my God.
There's no going back after that.
Wow.
You like it?
Not yet. We have more work to do.
We do.
I just want to win. So I need to get my Arushi 3.0 rolling right now. There is no time, girl. No time to think. Act. We need a cool, kick-ass engineer, because I can imagine like my 6-year-old looking at this car and then seeing the engine like
And go crazy, yeah.
You see what they're up to.
Arushi, did somebody steal the rest of your car?
chill, skater boy, just chill.
It's starting to look a bit like maybe a jet ski. Will it float?
Ooh. You ever seen a jet ski with a V8?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Now you're back in town. You back in?
Yeah.
You got nothing on us, skater boy. Bye.
We have the amazing Ford racing engine that, you know, we're going to place in the back. So I think we have something going on here now.
The motor, this to me is the jewel that makes this the Hot Wheels car. It is just so crazy sporty. We do need to reinforce it. A lot of motor, a lot of weight. I need it to work. Fingers crossed this is gonna stay together.
Wheels. Now it's time to see if all the hard work has paid off.
Oh my God.
Arushi, you're up first. Let's check out your brand new ultimate Hot Wheels, the Jaipur Jewel.
Bring it on!
That's that V8, huh?
It's so small, but it's so loud.
Noises. Oh, here they are.
Oh my God, my beautiful, my gorgeous Jaipur jewel, all the smoke and jazz around it. It's an unbelievable moment. Have you seen anything like this ever? Isn't this amazing? This is an homage to my dad. We started off with the vision of, you know, just having a van and making it look sporty and cool, but then we wanted to bring in some culture to it. And so we added an axle and 2 more wheels. Claudia did her magic and incorporated the Indian culture through the mandalas, and the boys did so much hard work and added more body to give it the sporty feel that I really, really wanted.
Right now, what do you think your dad would think?
Oh, he'll be so proud. I hope my family is very proud of me, and I'm proud of you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I really love this. The colors are just so vibrant. But most importantly for me, cars connect people. And when you share what this car means to you, that it's an homage to your father, it's no longer just metal and plastic and fabric. It's a beautiful memory, and I'm very moved by it. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know, as a dad looking at this and just, I feel like I know who your dad was. What a beautiful thing.
It's a lot to take in that moment. And so it comes out with tears, and I swear I don't cry that much.
I am in love with this thing. It's so much fun. I want to sit inside and like drink chai and just have a good time. I love ornamentation, okay? More is more. Like this massive engine, all these sharp lines. But I do need to talk about this paint job. It shows off speed. It's so edgy, it's so cool. I do think it's really distracting me. I wish almost that we got more subtlety on the exterior so I could really focus on that cool interior and that massive engine.
In terms of execution, I think you guys did a fantastic job at taking a Mardi van, adding another part of it from another van that was bigger and taller, and making it flow. You added box flares in the front and rear and made them flow. You added accents to the box flares. All hand built. It's absolutely ridiculous. You guys did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
If I'm honest, I was a little upset once the twist happened and I saw y'all cutting the back of the van off. But to be fair, I did not know the plan was to stick a V8 back there. I feel much better about it now. There have been a couple of small K-Truck Hot Wheels before, but there has never been a Mardi van Hot Wheels, and certainly not a wide-bodied, six-wheel, V8-powered Mardi van with a gigantic mandala in the back. This is 100% original.
Yes.
The super fan who inspired our favorite ride this week is Arushi!
Arushi's build won because it was just so Hot Wheels. Loud, vibrant colors, huge V8 engine, crazy exhaust. It was just everything we were looking for.
You did it, girl. You did it. This is why we're here. We're here to make our super fun dream come true.
I am so happy. I just feel amazing.
I'm Nick. I'm 42 years old. I'm a retired teacher from Hammond, Louisiana. I live my life like a big, bold, fast party, and it all started playing Hot Wheels.
Now, Nick, you'll be working out of the red garage. What's the name of your build?
Mardi Gras Mania!
See what you got, player.
Basically a party on wheels.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
That's a full-on dance floor we got back there.
Yes, it is.
We have to make sure this thing can handle the weight of these funky, flexing dance moves. I'm digging these colors, right?
Yeah.
They pop. Yeah.
I want this car to be seen from space.
From space?
From space.
Where do we start?
I think we've got to start with stance. We've got to get them big rims on. It's just going to be wild. A dance floor in a car? How's this going to work?
We're taking the tires off, and like we're gonna put some 26s on this thing. This is big old gold wheels for this Mardi Gras machine.
I'm in there! Boom.
Get in there!
The kicker is they're gonna try and fit 26-inch gold wheels on this thing. It's hard to do. There's not enough room in the fender to actually do this.
Get rid of these things.
I'm afraid that those wheels and tires are just absolutely the wrong size for this build. They're gonna have to spend a ton of time modifying the steel fenders to get those wheels to fit.
Whoa! This is a monster wheel.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to go. It's on the body there.
Here, let me help. They're digging into the tires. We got to cut.
Cut the fender. In order to get these tires to fit inside here, we need to take these wheel wells out. So everything attached to it has to go.
Is it still catching?
It's still hitting. There we go. Boom.
We put them in, they kind of fit, but barely. I am realizing where we need to have the car to sit. We have to cut and chop and get rid of so much of this car, and it is way more than we thought. Ta-da! Hey, don't let it fall on me.
Hi, Red Garage.
Hey, how you doing?
Wow, oh my goodness.
Those are some things.
Wow, y'all threw some D's on it.
I'm surprised they even just tucked in like that. That's kind
We have cut a lot out
Okay,
to
so
get
you
it
already
in there.
started cutting.
Do you see how the body is actually making contact with the tire?
It is doing
there
that.
and there.
Uh-huh.
To get those wheels to fit. Not only do you have to clearance enough room to actually fit them in there, they need to spin without cutting the tires. What you're really trying to do is clearance the front fenders so that the wheels will actually turn with the car. You're not gonna put a lift kit on it to fit them. You guys are gonna...
No, we've come down to this.
Guys, you only got a week, so we'll quit slowing you down.
This part right here, you can see that it's digging into the tire.
Let's try and push the car then.
We're in a real sticky situation right now. We got the car low as possible, but now it won't roll. I can hear it. It's in here, Rachel.
Yeah, I know. If we can't get these wheels to roll, then it's just not a Hot Wheels. We need to be able to move this car in and out of the garage.
Hold on, whoa, 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 whoa.
Let's talk about the Red Garage. They are transforming Nick's 1984 Chevy Monte Carlo into Mardi Gras Mania. How do you think it's going so far?
So far, I think it's going great. You know why?
Why?
Because they're going low.
Oh.
Yeah. Nick and his team chose these 26-inch gold wheels, and they promised me they're going to function with steering and everything like that. So if the fender and the wheel fitment aren't perfect, I'm not going to be happy.
I think these rims alone have completely changed this car, but there's so much more parts that need to be cut and hacked up just to get a dance floor on the back.
And I'm really interested in seeing how they execute the dance area.
It's tough because it's such an iconic silhouette. They have to be feeling some pressure to really get this right.
They're really going to have to add a lot of structure to this dance floor just so that it can hold the weight of multiple people being in the back of this thing. That's my biggest worry.
What's happening with this?
That's sort of got to stay on that. If you cut that off, that's going to end up being super wobbly.
My concern right now, Paul, is that the dance floor is going to be too small. I've taken over this dance floor. I have to make sure that it's going to be sturdy enough to hold all the people.
Hey, Rachel.
Thank you, Tony.
Special delivery.
We really need to extend it as far as we can go while maintaining the lines of this car.
For dancing on, I'm doing 12-inch spaces for bracing. And then I can weld it to the back piece. Lovely.
I have to make sure that there's going to be enough bracing in order for the plexiglass to not bend or move. If we don't do this properly, then there might be a risk of there being far too much weight in the back.
Looking good.
Hey, almost got a dance floor.
Here we go.
A lot of the spirit of Mardi Gras is dancing, moving about, doing your thing.
You'll be able to shake your junk in the trunk.
I love it. Hey, yo, Red Garage.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Come here. I had an idea.
Oh.
Like, we're going big, but we can go bigger. I was thinking maybe we make the entire car gold. What do you think?
That's crazy. I like that.
I think that's amazing.
Gold wrap, gold rims, gold engine. You know, I said that I wanted this car to be seen from space. What better way for it to be seen than it to be wrapped in gold?
We turn this into a trophy.
That wins me $25,000.
Yes.
Yes,
All right, let's go. So I know that we're gonna have lights on the dance floor, but I don't think that's gonna be good enough.
Why not have it glow on the interior and the exterior? We could put some real sick underglow lights to really give it that Mardi Gras party feel. The twist from Cloak and Dagger. It does pose a ton of more work, like more neon on the top, on the bottom. The tires need lights. Everything needs lights. No matter where you at, it's glowing and it's flowing.
So let's get going.
Nick and the Red Garage with their Mardi Gras Mania. I love that it's going to be a performance vehicle. They're going to have this dance floor in the back. There's going to be musical elements. It's going to be very Hot Wheels, especially to see the supercharger and the wheels both being in that same shiny gold. They're adding lights to the interior and the exterior of the car to incorporate the Cloak and Dagger twist. This thing's going to be a party on wheels.
So what I gotta do is find a way to mock up all these underglow lights so that they fit right and we still have ground clearance.
I love it.
Hi, guys. Man, it's crazy. There used to be a Monte Carlo under here. Trunk's all gone. You got your new platform you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. What are y'all gonna do on the outside?
Well, I think we're going to all go everything with this Monte Carlo.
Do you mean what I think you're saying?
I think you thinking what I'm saying when I'm thinking I'm saying.
How are you gonna bring the purple and the green in if it's all gold?
Well, we got the purple tint windows, and we got the green underglow to kind of go with the twist that was thrown at us. We're gonna make sure that this car can glow in the dark and be seen from space.
Where's all that bump in the trunk going?
Right near the dance floor.
Y'all know this has to go to paint in less than a day. Nick, you're up first. Let's check out your brand new ultimate Hot Wheels. It's Mardi Gras Mania!
Oh my God! Hey, look who's coming! Killed it, man. Wow. All gold, everything.
Yes.
Look
All
at this thing. I can't believe what's in front of me.
Where did you start and where'd you end up here?
We started off with the '84 Chevy Monte Carlo, and we've turned it into Mardi Gras Mania. And we wanted to keep the classic Monte Carlo silhouette while still infusing it with the party that is Mardi Gras. 26-inch gold rims light up dance floor, and this gold wrap around the car. And then we wanted to incorporate the cloak and dagger twist. So we lined this car with all kinds of lights so that this car can be seen from space.
Big E, what do you think about this thing?
Well, first of all, Nick, the dance floor, I love how seamless it is, and I gotta dance on this thing.
We have reached the point of the stress test for the dance floor. If it doesn't support the weight of Big E, we got a problem.
Gotta test it. Oh! Oh yeah! Come on up here, Nick. Come on up here, Nick. Come on, my God.
Now it's a party. Now it's a party.
Oh my God! Woo! We did it, red team.
Come on now.
Oh my
Come
God.
on now.
I'm being
What is my life right now? I'm dancing on top of a life-size Hot Wheels car with Big E. This ain't real.
Well, dancing aside, we got to do the tough part of this show, and we're going to have to judge this thing. The real question, Dalal, is it a Hot Wheels? Is it hot?
Oh, it's absolutely a Hot Wheels. This giant engine, huge wheels, all gold everything, and the dance floor. This is so, so fun. I love the performance aspect of this car. We say it all the time, Hot Wheels is about design and performance, and you guys really hit the mark on both of them. I will say the one thing that really caught my eye and I didn't love is I feel like this back corner comes to so many different angles, just the eye doesn't flow back here as well as it does through the rest of the body. But good job.
Can we just talk about one thing real quick? This ride height? You're tucking your 26s. That is not easy to do.
It's not easy.
If your fender isn't rolling over your wheel and tire so you can't see the top of it, you're not slammed. That just changes everything about this car. The attention to detail, the execution on that is just, so nice job there. If I have to knock one thing, maybe there's just a little too much gold.
Oh, you're wearing gold!
Look, are we judging me or are we judging the car? These louvers could have been black. Your mirrors could have been black. Those little elements would have sent the Mardi Gras Mania home.
You know, it's really tough to rethink a silhouette that so many people know and love. You really get that sense of just how crazy a task y'all had to change it. Where the car ended originally, y'all added another 8 inches to make sure you had plenty of room to cover that dance floor. People didn't know you could do this.
These are people who know cars inside and out, and they got my vision.
Nick, Michael, with the help of your carpools, you transformed these classic rides into legendary, ultimate Hot Wheels. The superfan who inspired our favorite build this week is Nick!
This is a life-changing moment. Man, I cannot wait for my dad to see this. He is going to just go crazy. This is one of the greatest moments of my life.
Oh.
That's right. That's right.
Wow!
Nick's build was a true showstopper. It had every element I think I would want in a Hot Wheels. It was low, it was loud, it was fast, and you could party in it. Come on.
Talk about a classic. A 1968 Volkswagen bus.
Ooh, it's awesome, man. There's a million things I could do with this one.
The pink Beach Bomb VW bus is the most expensive Hot Wheels ever and the rarest Hot Wheels diecast in the world. Oh, wow.
All right, Jim, in the new Yellow Garage, what's the name of your build?
The Superfan Van.
Cool. Yeah. What I'm thinking is we can keep the front half of this thing still looking somewhat original, and then in the back we're gonna need big horsepower, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking this Volkswagen body and we're gonna cut it in half. And we take a Formula One back half and we combine the two worlds. I know it's early to talk about color, but keep in mind as we're going forward, I definitely want this thing done in purple.
Purple is good.
We know this is a 68 van. Hot Wheels came out in 68, and one of the earliest colors was that nice metallic purple.
There you go. I can't imagine to be a kid and go into a store with your parents and you see that 164 car and know that your dad or your grandfather made it. And that's the legacy I want to leave for my family.
With the Superfan van, Jim's plan is to take this Volkswagen bus, cut it in half, convert the rear to sort of an F1 or IndyCar-inspired back half.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's really cool.
How are they going to be able to blend all these different styles together?
There's nothing you can do to make a van look like an F1 car. How are they gonna make it look fast? There's gonna take a lot of creativity to blend these two ideas into one.
We need a chassis, we need a V8 engine.
Trying to combine these two classics together. I got a Corvette chassis and I got the Volkswagen body on the front. Once I tack this, there's no going back.
Y'all, right now it looks like the yellow garage has two very distinct styles. There's the front half of the bus and then a back half of what used to be a Corvette. And so when I see those big kind of dragster type wheels, you realize how strongly they're gonna have to weld these two halves together to support all that weight and the V8 engine.
I'm just hoping this holds together when this big V8 fires up, because if this car pulls in two pieces, it's gonna be a problem.
What about if I create some flames that go over the big wheels?
Oh, yeah.
You know? So it's gonna look like it's hot without even moving.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I like it. Flames are important to me. The first paint job I ever did, me and my dad are on the streets of Bayonne, New Jersey, painting my dad's 57 Chevy. Ever since that day, I want flames on everything.
So you know how we said that we were going to do the skirts on top of the
Right,
wheel?
right, you're right, original.
Right. I'm taking 3D flames. Let's go a little bit higher.
I like fire.
I love fire. We are fire. This is two different cars. Something is happening right now that is not flowing. I just want to make those fenders go over the tires into flames. I'm trying to shape these 3D flames that will go on top of the back tires. The first thing is my hot knife, one of my favorite tools. It's not an easy task. I have very little time, and I'm working with styrofoam, so whatever you cut, you can put back. But I think it's gonna be a great idea, and I'm pumped.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love this cut right here.
Yeah.
This to me is so awesome, there's no way we cannot use it.
Now it looks like the fire is coming out of the wheel.
I love it. I instantly fell in love with these flames. The problem is, it completely goes against the design.
That looks awesome, but I'm concerned that it is not going to look like an Indy car anymore because it's got fenders. And the whole point of Indy car is called open wheel racing because there is nothing above the wheels. I know this F1 look is never going to work with them back there. Jim's going to have to make a call here. Do we leave the wheels open or do we stick with the flames?
The van is so cool. We lost half of it.
True,
you know?
but it does have to have a big wing on the back because all those race cars have that big wing.
You know what, Christopher? I think outside the box. I need to be free. I'm getting frustrated.
The wing is a signature
All right, then
piece.
that's Susan. Back to my other.
What if, here's an idea, what if we put your flames on the sides of the wing?
I think I'll go take a break.
This is not the time to fall apart. We're in the finale. I gotta get this team back on point, man.
I'm feeling a lot of frustration, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I want this to work, but we have no time left. You know, I wasted a whole day, you know, cutting something that now we're debating on it. I'm not in a happy place. Right now, I'm like kind of, I don't know if I should push forward or I should give up. But at the end of the day, it's a super fan that has to be happy. You know, and that's what I want. I want Jim to win, because if Jim wins, I win.
Hey, Yellow Garage!
Claudia, this is amazing. Tell us a little bit about this.
I understand that we're doing F1, but I'm the type of person that always think outside the box. With this, it feels like that the wheels are just catching on fire.
Jim wants the rear of this van to be F1, which means open top wheels. Claudia's made these amazing big flamed wheel covers. Problem is, that doesn't fit with F1.
You're thinking to create a way to tie in to the front half of the bus to use some texture to get to what looks like a gigantic flame fender.
Correct. And I'm struggling to sell the idea right now.
I'm into it.
That's awesome. I can't believe you made a flamed fender which is following the Hot Wheels logo. That's awesome.
Does it take away that it's on a Formula One race car?
I definitely hear what you're saying, Jim, because you literally want this thing to look like an F1 car. You know, here at Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, we're all about reimagining things. Go with the flow.
Right now, you have the recipe for what looks like a super cool hot rod.
I'm a hot rod guy. It makes
sense. You got
sense.
hot rodders right here that can build anything. I think just like a basketball player, now is the time to pivot.
I think I got clouded, and I gotta thank everybody for the words you're telling me now are making the most sense. I wish you would've came by 2 days ago, but that's all right. I have to listen to Rudd. He's right. Goodbye, Formula One. Hello, Hot Rod. Claudia has nailed the fenders. The flames are amazing. But we've just spent days working on this. We don't have much time left to make this happen.
You are super fun. What is super special to you that really touches you? It has to be something really personal.
So it's kind of got me thinking, what if we make a secret door, almost like a closet?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
How cool would it be to have one of our jumpsuits hidden inside the closet?
Team Yellow!
Inside the door, there'll be the Superfan jumpsuit. The jumpsuit represents all of us working on it, and it'll represent also anybody who buys this Hot Wheels that they can also be a Superfan. You're really gonna have to look hard to see it once we tint that window. It's gonna be awesome.
Straight ahead here in the yellow garage, Jim is working on this 1968 Volkswagen bus. He's cut it in half and he's turning it into a half bus, half semi-truck racer. Well, hello, yellow garage. Wow, y'all have been doing a ton of work. It's pretty impressive how it's kind of tied it all in, and the exhaust is gigantic and cool.
Well, you gotta go big, man. That's Hot Wheels.
It's Hot Wheels.
Yeah, we're trying to go in that route of a Euro big rig racer. My dad was a truck driver. My grandfather was a truck driver.
I'm so glad that you guys really found the direction that is so true to you, Jim, because now I'm like, okay, I see what you guys are doing.
Every time I look at the front of this van, it just reminds me of the old big rig my dad used to drive, actually. So I'm gonna make a tribute to my dad.
How are you incorporating the twist? What's your Easter egg?
Now, this is the riskiest move of all, because this is solely me. If it succeeds, it's a home run. And if it fails, it could cost us the whole competition. With this extra door, I'm calling it a closet. These windows are gonna be tinted, but we're gonna hang one of the jumpsuits inside that you can see through the window. So that's what I'm leaving to the team.
That's good.
I like it.
That's cute. I love that.
The jumpsuit represents all of us working on it. My dad used to wear those coveralls in the shop, and the carpool team wearing them. It's like, it's a no-brainer.
Looking at your picture, I noticed the flames are kind of sitting like this. The directions of the flame, when you have them in their original designated position, it doesn't look as fast as they do like this.
No.
I'm just,
No. There's a point there.
Like, are you serious right now?
I don't want any trouble, Claudia.
The problem with this decision is we have few hours left. I don't even know if they're gonna finish it because I won't be here to watch them complete it. That's killing me.
I think Hert's got a really good point. Right now, it's a little bit abrupt because of the steep angle.
Now you come in, are you gonna tell me change it? Are you serious? You know, you think that is that easy. There's this huge gap that needs to be filled. There is no time to fix it. This is the tilting point. I felt like we could have won, and now I'm starting to feel like, don't know.
Check out the Superfan van.
God, that thing was beautiful. This is the most amazing feeling seeing that Volkswagen come through the smoke. It's like I'm seeing a baby being born. It's amazing. You guys are the best.
We're proud of you. Your ideas, man.
I couldn't have never done this without you guys, man. Just,
hey guys, get a room.
What do you think, man? What are you feeling?
That was not an easy build. The only way to create something like that is you have to have creative minds. And this team right here, these are some of the best fabricators and artists I've ever worked with. And to knock this out in a week, forget about it.
Well, I see something kind of cool right from here.
What do you see?
If you look at that logo, you think it says VW, but it really is HW.
For Hot Wheels right
That's
there.
my man Christopher right here.
Nice touch.
Nice touch.
All right, thank you very much.
Tell us what we're looking at right now.
We took this iconic 1968 Volkswagen, and then we just went old school hot rod. First thing we did was chop it into two pieces, right? But it wasn't until Cloudy as Flames for the rear fenders that really changed the build. And you'll see the 68 graphics on the side, which of course is the year that Hot Wheels started. That's why we honored the 1968. It started to look like a truck to me, like a Peterbilt truck. So that's why we went with the fifth wheel on the back to give it that tractor feel. This is our Easter egg. It's right there, all signed by the team inside here.
How cool is that?
Most important, it's a super fan van. And I'm thinking if anybody's going to buy this, they can feel the same way that I did building it, because it's the dream when I was a kid and I always wanted to do it. And here I am, I built Hot Wheels.
I can see the Superfan van in the palm of my hand. I can see it hanging in the store for sale. I can see it. The victory is right there.
Well, I think it's fascinating. When Hot Wheels came out, it was all about power. The engine was always the focal point. This is what I would have lusted after in high school, because this is what you wanted to pull into the drive-in on the Friday night and rev the engine and make noise. This is, to me, a Hot Wheels classic. If you told me this was built in '68, I would believe it. So congratulations, I think it's really nice.
My favorite part of the finale has been Jay Leno calling my Hot Wheels a Hot Wheels classic.
There was a little bit of crisis of like, what is the vision of this car? But the result is this amazing VW bus. Taking a VW bus like this and making it go fast and making it a hot rod is completely Hot Wheels. I'm so happy that Claudia, they went with this flame fender. To me, that's what sets this apart. But one of the things that we look for in design is how do we reflect car culture now? Is there something that makes this a 2023 winner? I don't know.
Jim, you've taken this German van and you gave it this American hot rod twist to it that is so cool. And I love the way that the exhaust plays with the fenders and really gives it that illusion of speed. This whole thing makes me feel very nostalgic.
It's wild how you're able to take one of the slowest vehicles ever created and make it look fast. Claudia, your flames are beautiful, and I love them, and thank you for making them, because the flames make this thing look fast, and it's awesome.
Thank you.
And it's pretty low.
It's as low as we can go.
It's pretty low. I'm not mad at it. Overall, you wanted to turn this thing into the Superfan van, and I think you executed that great. This is a life-size Hot Wheels.
Well, Jim, what I'm seeing here is a really cool story of you. I see truck, I see van, thinking about you driving a truck, your dad. And what I love is when we reminded you how you got here was being true to yourself, then suddenly everything came together and you have to be so proud. I think hiding the coveralls in here as a tribute to all of you, what a fantastic Easter egg. That might be my favorite that I've seen here in the garage. I just think it's so thoughtful and so cool. What I'm looking at is something completely original. This is amazing. Great job, y'all.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you. I was so honored to be there and listen to the compliments from the judges. I felt I won already.
Our super fan in third place is... Jim. Jim, I know that's not the news you wanted, but you guys put an incredible build together and you've got so much to be proud of.
The fact that I'm standing here right now, I'm pretty damn happy. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I got to meet Jay Leno. I built a kick-ass truck. I got new friends for life, man. As sad as I should be, I feel great.
This journey has been like, I don't know. It's a journey of a lifetime.
So nervous right now.
A Pontiac Trans Am Firebird.
Oh, the Smokey and the Bandit car! Let's go, baby. Come on.
We actually first did this in 1978, and we've done it in countless variations and colors since. You really got to show us something different, fun, and unique. So good luck, Nick.
Nick, what's the name of your build?
We're calling it Blazing Bird.
All right.
This time we want to go fast, 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 fast. Of course, we got the scoop right there, a little arrow design with the fin on top. The wheels, we want to push those out a little bit, slam.
We're gonna go low and wide.
We want to slam.
Yeah.
The nice bird, simple on the front. I want to do something special with that, you know what I'm saying?
We can have the bird on the roof. That can be the beak.
What we got here?
Don't look, Nick.
Woo! Y'all just cutting these beautiful cars up. It hurts my heart, man.
Nick and his team over in the Blue Garage are transforming that 1978 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am into the Blazing Bird.
Chris, Bob, and Nick are getting the car ready to get the wheels on and see how low we can get this. This needs to be the lowest car we've done so far.
We're gonna drop this thing to the floor.
I want to see this car so slammed that you can't see any space between the tires and the fender. I love my cars low, and I love them to look like they're floating. Start there, lower.
Yeah! That's looking good, baby.
Getting low. We've done all the modifications to get this thing nice and low, but now we need to play around with the wheel arches to get the look we want. It's going to be tricky, but I know we can pull it off.
So what you got going, Bob?
We're gonna have a hood bird up onto the roof. It's gonna add an awesome line to the car, and it's gonna be super cool because it's a bird.
I like that, man.
The way that they can execute this well is to make sure that it doesn't look like an art car, because I don't think that's what Nick is going for.
If it's very literal, I'm afraid it's just gonna not come off as the serious machine that this needs to be. It's either gonna be magic or it's gonna be tragic.
We've obviously cut the wings off to make room for bringing the car down and these big wheels. So this is the sort of gap that we have, is about 3 inches now. So I'm just figuring out how I'm gonna fill this to make it look good, because I don't want to lose the lines of the car. We could make the whole arch and just box the whole thing out of tin, but I want to try and keep as much of the original car as possible. Cool, no, that's hell. Just need to make sure the front looks right.
Charlie, you have done it again, man. And what is that you guys say, brilliant?
That's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
While Charlie and Chris are building out the fenders, I'm gonna work on that arrow fin and work on getting a cool bird shape up on top of the car. So we're working on the beak of the bird. This will be the air intake. This will be mounted on top of the roof. It's got to have structural integrity, so it's gonna have like a spine that's a thick-walled tubing. But then everything else, the shape and everything is just gonna be sheet metal.
I love it.
Birds! We'll go! Bam!
Hey, Blue Garage.
Oh, the judges.
What are we looking at right now, buddy?
Well, you were looking at a super drop Trans Am.
This fitment is what dreams are made of.
That's it.
Hot Wheels has done Trans Ams for years. What is gonna separate this from what's been done before?
This little piece at the top. The arrow fin that we wanted to put on the car, the fin will be a Firebird.
Obviously, it's a work in progress, but if it's just a giant bird sitting on top of a Firebird, to me, that would not be a fully integrated design.
I urge you to maybe look at what's going on here for some inspiration and really call back to that.
You execute this correctly, and it could be a game changer and a winning vehicle. You execute it incorrectly, and I'm sorry, it's go home.
Well, we're gonna make sure that we execute it perfectly.
Ooh, he's not afraid of you.
Bring it on over here.
What do we got?
I'm kind of worried about how we're gonna figure this all out.
So then maybe they would push that button on the hood, incorporate some type of lighting effect.
That's not a bad idea at all.
We can light up the lights in the car by pressing down on the air scoop in the hood, which has been enlarged. So it's like a giant button, and it'll light up the eyes of the Phoenix.
Birds of a feather, wings together.
Yes. Wings together.
Wings together.
Let's go and see what's going on.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Nick.
How we doing?
Oh, look at that $50,000 on the car.
Sold. This is how much it's going to make me.
Yeah.
Oh.
How much I'm going to get for this car.
I agree with that, man. I agree that's exactly what you're gonna get for this car. I'll tell you what, I won't make it. I'll make him an offer. Seriously, I'll make you an offer, man.
What's that?
It's worth about $3 grand the way it
Guys.
sits, man. I would take that before you get 0.
Black, gold, black, gold.
This is our rear spoiler / bird tail for Bob's creation of the Phoenix there. And we've gone a cool shape which replicates the tail of the Phoenix. I've gone solid steel on the top and then perforated steel on the bottom, so it's almost like a bird's wing. There's different texture. I just hope that what you've made is strong enough.
This is quite heavy. This is steel. There's no aluminum in this.
Look at that. So the design has 2 purposes, to make the car faster and to make it look good. This bird is ready to take flight.
I can admit when I'm wrong, and I was a little bit nervous about how this bird was gonna come together, but now that it's taking shape, this thing's pretty cool. I mean, they're using it to move air around the car, and it's gonna end up there in that wing, which also is kind of half diffuser. I don't totally get it, and yet it's awesome at the same time. Over here in the Blue Garage, Nick and his team are working on the Blazing Bird. This is a 78 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. He's slamming it as low to the ground as possible, built out the fenders, and put an arrow wing on the top, and it's supposed to be a functional bird.
We got the nice body kit going. We got a bird on top. We haven't done anything with the headlights and taillights yet. So what I'm doing is making some custom one-off headlights and taillights to bring this Firebird into the future, baby. I kind of only get one shot at this before it gets messy. So I'm trying to test fit it.
This is so freaking cool.
It ain't cool. It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's Hot Wheels.
The wingtip will bend around like this. And I'm thinking about how the feathers are gonna finish off around the back of the windshield.
Just do one and we'll see what happens.
So I have this epiphany to make the feathers transition into rear louvers.
Kind of something like that, isn't it?
Louvers are like Venetian blinds for cars.
It sort of doesn't really bend and then it just bends really harsh.
Oh, because it's so like rusty.
Yeah. If I just give that a little twist so it follows the bird a bit.
It's just such a cool way to finish off the back windshield of this car and how the bird integrates.
Wow, Blue Garage.
What up, judges?
There is what appears to be a functional but bird-like shape on the top of this Firebird. Almost like an airplane wing here at the back.
We're looking at a car that has all kinds of things that we have added to it, but they're all functional.
So far, the addition of the bird, I'm liking the direction it's going in. It's not just a giant bird tacked onto the top of the roof. It's perfect for Hot Wheels.
And is it me, or is that shaker hood looks a little bit different there?
Part of the Easter egg is gonna be me putting my kids' birthdays on the side of the scoop. But then there's gonna be one extra thing on top of that. You'll be able to press the scoop down like a button, and that's gonna light up the bird.
That is creative.
But it's a little confusing when you take a step back, because I'm not sure, is this a race car? Is this a street car?
We're gonna be redefining the geometry of it a little bit with the paint, because there's a two-tone thing that you'll see when it's done.
From all the cars that I've built and painted, black is one of the most difficult colors. You're gonna lose a lot of the detail.
How are you making sure that we're not losing all the work that you've done?
If you look at that splitter in the front, the diffuser in the back, you'll have most of the car being in the black, but you'll still have those gold accents to offset it and kind of highlight some of the features like the side skirts.
There's a lot of great work here, but if you took away the bird, is it enough?
Y'all have done a ton of work. There's a ton of work left and not a lot of time. I mean, when you look across there, when you look over to the yellow garage, man, everybody's coming. Good luck. Nick is up next with his ultimate Hot Wheels.
I'm ready.
It's the Blazing Bird. It's okay, Jay, you're gonna be okay.
This is amazing. This is better than I could ever hope it would be. This is just an epic moment in my life that I will never, ever forget.
Nick, what's your favorite part, man?
to ask me to pick my favorite part of this car would be like asking me to pick my favorite child.
Oh, so you like this more than your favorite child, is that what you're saying?
I would say that my favorite part of the build is the build. Look at this car.
Nick, what a transformation. Tell us what we're looking at, where you started and where we ended up.
The 1978 Pontiac Trans Am Firebird, an American icon. And we transformed it into this, the Blazing Bird. Now, the first thing I wanted to do was slam it. So we went right to work on the wheels so that we could get this car as low as humanly possible. Chris and Charlie made this car wide. They put aero on it and really made this car look like it's going 300 miles an hour while it's standing still. As you can see, it's black and gold all over, my tribute to one of my favorite movies of all time, Smokey and the Bandit. Now, of course, my boy Bob, he went full Bob by putting this amazing bird on top of the car. This build has been insane. We've touched every part of this car that we could possibly touch, left no stone unturned. If you look at the scoop right here, you will see my kids' birthdays here on the side of the air intake. But if you push this scoop down, it actually lights the eyes.
Oh, I like it.
I'm on the verge of possibly winning the whole dang thing. Feels good.
I think it's the epitome of what a Hot Wheels car should be. I have seen a million modified Firebirds. That sort of works against you. But the thing I haven't seen is this bird on the top. I think that really works. The thing that kind of works against it is the fact that black and gold was like a factory color. Congratulations, my friend. Nice job. Nice vision.
Jay Leno loves my car. Might as well go home.
Man, the Blazing Bird, it looks like it's going fast standing still, but one of the places that I was really personally concerned about was the bird. This had the opportunity to go either magic or tragic. And I think you guys pulled off some magic. If there's one thing that I critique, the black and gold paint job. I love what you've done here on the fenders, but you can't really see it as well as you could have before it was all painted black. I feel like black takes away from some of that amazing work that you guys were doing earlier. One of the things that's really important about Hot Wheels is that immediate read. Is that car, when it's this big on the shelf, gonna make you pick it up? I've gotta look for a little bit longer than I wish I had to.
I'm kind of worried about the black paint job. There's a lot at stake.
So this thing has so much personality, and it really balances between being a character car and just being a really cool thematic, sporty-looking street car. Now, Hot Wheels has done so many character-based cars, but this is so different because it's not just a literal animal on a car. You have almost a poetic, sculptural version of an animal that really ties into the theme of this build. So the Inspirationator gave you the 72 Corvette, and the twist was to add an Easter egg. If you shine a light through it, the headlights turn on. And I think this feature of the light inside the eyes of the bird is so brilliant. I love the way that you guys implemented that.
Nick, how dare you slam your car like this? Oh my goodness.
I apologize, please forgive me.
Hold on, let me do a little.
Get it in there.
Woo!
There it is.
I love you and your team's dedication to going low. You guys really executed every element of what I think makes a car cool. It's low, it's wide, it's loud, it's fast. And there's a little something. I feel like you lose the feathers that you made so wonderfully by not adding a little more black on the back part of the louvers there. It would have defined the feathers really nicely if you just made that little sliver of louver black as well.
Wow. The originality of this car is off the charts. Charlie, your love for making race cars comes through so beautifully in this. Tony, watching you make these lights and the tail lights is so cool. And Bob, you stuck a gigantic bird on the roof of a car. You made it sleek and functional. But guys, I'm staring at the Blazing Bird and there's no fire on a Firebird. I'm a little bit heartbroken by it.
I really just hope we've done enough.
Let's see your finale Hot Wheels. Whichever ones the Inspirationator spits out,
Something's coming.
will set this ultimate challenge. My goodness. For Arushi, the Nissan Skyline R33.
Oh my God!
It's a good one. The Skyline is definitely a fan favorite. We've done everything from the classic Skyline all the way up to the R35. With the R33, Arushi, really excited to see what you're gonna do with it.
Arushi, what's the name of your build?
Rally Resilient.
All right, there we go.
So you know how the Skyline is fast, but we want to make it bad. We want to make it off-road. I am thinking rally. Raising this thing up, big wheels, hood lights, back rack.
Maybe a spare tire up on there.
Yes, the idea in my head is seeing my son playing with this car. I want to send a strong message to this younger generation, and that's why I want to go for the bold look.
I've never seen a lifted Skyline before.
No, me neither.
You know, at first when I saw this R33, I'm like, it's breaking the barriers of the iconic Skyline. Everybody lowers them, and now we're making something new. We're making a new path, and that's exactly what Arushi wanted.
We have to do something really big. I might upset the Skyline community, but that is what the Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge is all about. I want to do something brand new that the next generation is going to love. 1, 2, 3, Rally Resilient!
Arushi and the Red Garage are taking this Nissan Skyline and doing something that I don't think anyone on this floor would imagine doing.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
This is crazy!
No kidding.
Those are 24-inch wheels that they're about to put on an iconic race car. It's the total opposite of what you would normally do to a Skyline. This could end up the car equivalent of painting a mustache on the Mona Lisa.
They're kind of massacring this car, and I don't know if I like it or not.
It's obvious that these fenders aren't going to work to get these tires in place. So I think we take these front fenders off so we can fit the tires on in there, get them wider.
We're not looking to necessarily build a monster truck. We're looking to build a rally car.
Exactly.
In the world of Hot Wheels, you of course want to have kids be able to go up, look at this car on the shelf, and say, I love this thing, it looks amazing. But there is a group of really loyal people who love the Skyline. She has to make sure that she's got the support of the fanboys.
Is this what you were thinking?
Yes, yes, yes! Woo!
There's not gonna be anything like it. This is beyond crazy. I need to place this fender. I'm thinking out here with it, and then we add some bracing in between here, and then we fill the gap.
With this build, we don't want it to look like a monster truck. But with these tires, we do need to bring these fenders out.
You gotta remember too, this is Hot Wheels rally car, so the bigger the better.
We want these fenders to sit exactly where they need to be to maintain the Skyline and also to make it look rally.
Hey, Red Garage, would you look at this? Y'all put 24-inch wheels on a Skyline. There's enough room to fit my head in.
That's not criteria to win, by the way.
That's not, okay, normally it's like a unit of measure.
This goes completely against everything that I would ever do to a Skyline. It's an interesting take, widening the fenders the way that you did, adding 24s. Street cars are usually lightly lowered with some nice wheels, good paint, and you cruise it around. I feel like this wheel and tire is wrong.
This is something that Hot Wheels has never seen before. But the question is that a good thing? When I look at the wheel well arches here, there's a mismatch. They're not flowing together correctly. So for me personally, I think you'd go smaller wheel and tires.
I think this is a tightrope walk between being the coolest thing I've ever seen and being a pretty big mistake. So I think you guys gotta move with caution here.
It is a rally car, and we're looking for an extreme makeover here. This is the finale, and the pressure is on. The judges have never seen a car like this. Right. While I love feedback, I also like to really be close to the aim that we have and not lose sight of our vision. We can actually make it or completely break it. This could be a win or this could be a disaster.
Not much of a Skyline left on this one.
Arushi and her team have made a ton of progress on that 1996 Nissan Skyline.
Ted said he's worried about the proportions and everything looking funny. So by doing what we're doing now, the rest of the car will be in proportion.
We maintain the line.
That's right.
How many times have you guys looked her in the eyes and said, change this?
Arushi does a great job of not taking your feedback.
She stands her ground. She stands her ground.
This is a very difficult task because we're modifying the original quarter panel, but we gotta bring it out 9 inches to meet these big, giant tires we put on. We're not sure how the purists are gonna feel about it. We're gonna try and create The love for the iconic skyline and also the love for the Ultimate Challenge.
I want to use the positive message with an invisible ink on the roof of the
that'd be
car.
cool.
Yeah. You know, and you can get a UV light or some kind of a light to get that message to pop. It's going to say never quit. That's an important reminder for everyone who sees that message.
Is this tire big enough for you?
I think this is exactly what I wanted, and I love that the spare tire's right there sitting on the top.
This tire rack on the roof, I want to make it to be able to hinge in case we need to get this tire off and change a tire when we're taking this car out and racing it. All right, let's get to building.
Let's go ahead.
These cars were never made for a tire rack on the roof. Structurally supporting a giant tire like this is going to be very difficult. I've never seen a Skyline push the limits to this point.
We've been focusing our energies on the front of the car, and we completely forgot that the back of our car also needs attention. Cody and Preston are building the rack. I am having some concerns at this point of time. Okay, so I know I am coming with an ask, and I might want to change something with the design. This is a Hot Wheels build. I don't think I want a standard rack on my car. I want it to be completely cool and different. And so I want to slide the wheel back. And I am concerned we might have to now make a last minute change. I feel like now after visually seeing this, maybe my thing is like, can we move this back?
I do think that moving it back, I mean, you have to cut everything off, move the whole thing back. So that is a bit of work.
And then you'd have to start putting these on the B-pillars going down, and it would really start taking away from the body style of this Skyline.
My main goal here is to win this. And everyone here has to be on their A game, #1 game, which means we have to be open to, changing around things. But I know time is of the essence.
Arushi is constantly changing and adding things to this build. And we're on a tightrope here.
We have to win this. This is the final. And, I have a vision in my head. I think that's gonna work. So let's go ahead, change it around, challenge ourselves.
It's just time, it's material, but if that's what you want, then we can cut this off, start from fresh.
I think it'll be very cool, and I know only you guys can do it.
I think I'm gonna start teaching you how to weld then, so you can give us a hand.
Yes, you got it.
Let's go for it. Arushi has come up with a completely different idea for this roof rack. So we need to get this one right now, cut completely off the roof, and start over. The pressure is on right now, and it's going to take double, if not triple the time as the first one.
Over here in the red garage, we've got Arushi. She's working on this 1996 Nissan Skyline, and she's trying to turn it into a rally car. She's raising it up, adding 24-inch wheels, and widening the fenders. I mean, I've never seen a lifted Skyline before.
I would have to look at that car for 10 minutes to figure out what it was originally.
Right.
I didn't even recognize it until you mentioned it.
I think one of the touches that makes a Skyline so iconic is those headlights and taillights. To me, looking at this car, it looks like a bodybuilder that has those huge traps that suddenly you don't see any definition between their neck and their shoulders. It's really taking away the whole flow of the front of the car.
Is this tire big enough for you?
This is exactly what I wanted.
They had fitted a spare tire rack on the roof.
I might want to change something with the design. Can we move this back?
But Arushi decided she didn't like the look of it, so they're having to start from scratch.
Arushi is constantly changing and adding things to this build. We have no time to do this.
We want to make sure that we maintain all of the lines at the back of this car. We don't want to make those Skyline lovers unhappy.
There's a beautiful car to begin with here, and we're morphing it to a Hot Wheel. So we're walking on a fine line of right and wrong.
There has been a couple of ups and downs with this rack, but given the time that we're left with, I hope that this makes a big difference. The average customer of Hot Wheels is a kid, right? In their head, the car has to be cool and rally and safari,
But you still look at adults and they want that style and they want that slickness.
And we can get all those elements in here.
And if we put the snorkel here, the way that it comes up, being able to utilize having the light bar, because then that actually takes up some of that space. There are so many things that we need to dial in and get just absolutely perfect. So I'm finishing up this light pod here. I'm gonna get Arushi to install the lights into the front of it for me.
Looks good.
Okay, so I'm only gonna help you on the first one, then the rest are all you.
Hot Wheels looks at every detail of the car, which means I just cannot place lights everywhere. Placement is very important, and that's my project.
Wow, look at this progress. It looks like you guys have trimmed the edge of the fender here. There's a big light bar up front. We've got a skid plate. There's a rear rack holding the tire. Ted, as you're looking at this front end, what do you think?
I'm still 50-50 on the light bar. It fits well with the space that you have on the front end. On the other hand, does it accentuate the thing that could be your Achilles heel, which is it just making something massive look even more massive?
I do understand Ted's point, that the car's bigger and bolder than expected, but having those lights right there makes a lot of sense.
Let's talk a little bit about the Easter egg. How are you guys thinking of incorporating that twist into the build?
We are going to have a hidden message with invisible ink because I know how much my son would love going through the car and then suddenly finding a hidden message, which is never quit.
There's something really special there. All right, Arushi, Nick, Jim, put the tools down and step away from your garages. That means it's time to get everything ready for paint.
I know that you are going to take it to heights that it's never seen before.
We got this.
We got this.
Yes, bring it in.
It's not just a $50,000 prize. I could possibly be setting my family up for a legacy that will last for the rest of our lives.
2, 3, Hot Wheels!
I've met some of the best builders in the world, but I can honestly say, guys, you're the best I ever worked with. I mean that. Thank you, man. When I came in here, I came in hot. I'm like, I got this. My build's the best. The competition is so close right now. There's nobody's car who's better at this point.
This is gonna be ours. Let's think like winners. I hate that I have to leave. I want to keep my hands dirty and I want to continue to motivate this team.
Just know when you leave here, you've left a winning car behind.
I definitely feel the pressure. We have to finish this car in time to win this. Bye!
Good luck, you guys. Good luck. You're up first. Let's feast our eyes on your brand new Ultimate Hot Wheels. It's Rally Resilience!
Good job, guys. Good job.
Oh my God! It's unique, it's beautiful, it stands out. Look at this! Look at these massive wheels, Ted.
In your face.
Very specific, very pointed.
Right in my eyes.
Arushi, you started with a 1996 Nissan Skyline and you turned it into this. Tell us what we're looking at.
You are looking at the Rally Resilience, representing power, bravery, kindness, and being courageous. We lifted the Skyline by 10 inches. We added 24-inch wheels. And then Rachel went ahead and added the roof scoop over here, the skid bar, the light bars. Cody and Preston, they are so amazing. They built the tire rack back there. I had to keep changing it and they were on it. We extended the front fenders and the rear fenders to give it that bold rally look that we wanted. We don't want to hurt anyone's emotions here, especially the Skyline fans. We wanted to give them something original and Michael just brought that to life.
So how did you incorporate the twist of the Easter egg?
This Easter egg can be seen under a UV light, and that is an affirmation. Never quit.
Good job, guys. Good job. I love it.
How cool is that?
You know, about a week ago, Arushi, we sat here, we looked at this car, and I gave you a little bit of a hard time with the wheels and tires, and you were unapologetically brave. You had courage, just like the mantra says on your car. And I gotta say, I think it worked out.
I didn't even recognize it as a Skyline. I think, what is that, Supra, Mustang? What is that? Because I'd never seen anything that wide before. I think the workmanship is outstanding. And from a kid's point of view, I think this would be a Hot Wheels. You'd find yourself doing this all day with in the backyard.
You have changed the way that I'm going to look at Skylines forever, and hopefully the rest of America too. I mean, I've never seen anyone do this before. I will say, rally car, I mean, they are covered with livery, and you're telling such great messages and such a cool story. I wanted to see even more. I mean, words everywhere, stripes, colors. You kind of held back a little bit.
I'm sorry, I'm just still blown away that I really like this. If I had to change one thing, I think I would change the way you utilized pink. The pink on red as a body line here, I'm not a huge fan of. I think you could have taken this pink element, used it around your ones and some of your other logos to really tie in the pink vibe.
Y'all, for a while, it was hard to see what y'all were doing. A front half that was going crazy and a back half that was doing its own thing, but I'm so happy that y'all kept the headlights, the grille, the taillights, and that rear garnish that are so uniquely Skyline. I think what I love the most is all of these messages. This to me is who you are. I love that in each of your builds, that comes through. I will say the only bummer on the front is that it would have been cool to see you guys bring in the fenders just a hair and maybe start the flares out a little bit more and give it just a little more shape. That one little detail can change an entire vehicle. The devil's in the details, and I think it really shows up.
The judges, they can point out a few errors. This is not right. This is not the way to do it. But I've learned so much in this process, and I hopefully get to win it and make a die-cast Hot Wheels that might go in millions and millions of people's hands.
That leaves Arushi and Nick still standing. Who's winning $50,000 and having their design turned into an actual Hot Wheels diecast that you can buy?
This is huge. I have seen my son grow up with Hot Wheels. I've seen him sleep with Hot Wheels. I have to win this. I have to.
My heart is in my throat right now. This has been an amazing experience, but I want to win. And it's right there within my reach.
The superfan who inspired our favorite ride this season is... Arushi!
Oh my God! I can't believe this. Do I really get to have a die-cast Hot Wheels car that my son can hold? This is unbelievable.
Arushi, you did everything you set out to do here. And I can't wait to see the look on your son's face when he's holding your Hot Wheels die-cast car of your ultimate Hot Wheels. What's he gonna say?
That dreams are possible. He's going to believe more in his dreams, that he can build that rocket ship that he keeps talking about. You stick to your gut. You believe in yourself. And that is what I want to pass on to my son and hopefully to anyone who's watching me today.
Red Garage, you completely transformed an iconic Japanese sports car into the Rally Resilience. Arushi, you did it.
The reason Arushi won was because she lifted and widened a Skyline, off the charts originality and ambition.
Congratulations, Arushi. You just won Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge and an extra $50,000, bringing your total winnings to $75,000. And your design is going to become an actual Hot Wheels diecast that you can buy.
Of course I'm gonna buy her diecast. I'm excited to take my kids to the store so I can look up and say, that's my friend Arushi. That's her Hot Wheels diecast car.
To be part of Hot Wheels history is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.